Welcome to the Books and Martinis Podcast.
I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy.
And this is your go-to book podcast,
where we lift, empower, and spotlight authors.
Grab your martini and follow along.
And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
I'm Mercy. Priya, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing super good. Hey, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yes, enjoy.
My martini's delicious.
Yum.
How's your martini?
So good. So good.
Well, guys.
How's everything over there?
Everything's okay. New York is New Yorkin'. New York in winter in February and March is not a fun place, especially if it's snowing a lot. Slush. New York slush is its own experience.
Yuck.
I'm sure you remember.
Yeah. I remember clearly. But you get that magical snow in Central Park that's also so beautiful.
Girl, I don't go to Central Park. I'm right here in Queens. I don't go into Manhattan unless I have to. If I have to meet a friend, like if you were coming into town, that's the only reason I'm going there. Or if I have to work, that's it. That's it.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
So today,
what are we talking about?
We're talking about our book of the month for March.
Yes.
But before we even start that, let's recap February's book, James,
yes,
by
ma'am.
Percival Everett. Mercy, why don't you kick it off?
Yes. So this was oh my gosh, let me start with saying it was an excellent book. It was a really good read, but it is triggering. It does have a lot of sadness to it. I didn't realize that it would have that sadness to it when I chose the book. It was heart-wrenching at times, many times. Mm-hmm. But all in all, a beautiful story, very enjoyable. I don't know what else to say about it. I feel kind of on the fence about it. It's not a feel-good book, let me put it that way. And it's historical fiction, as many know.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would honestly recommend it, although I enjoyed it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Like if I can avoid somebody having to hurt as I hurt when I was reading it, then I would avoid that. But all in all, I'm sure, it's real stuff that just really happens and happened and all that stuff. So what did you think about it? I know you read it way ahead of me.
Yeah, so I did the audio. So I know exactly why it was the Barnes & Noble's Book of the Year. It was beautifully produced and written. And yes, I think that the author did all the things on purpose, both with the production and the writing and being so beautiful, having it being a kickback to Huckleberry Finn, the old story Huckleberry Finn. And all the things that Jim in the story had to go through as a slave. So that's what Mercy's talking about. She's talking about all the heart-wrenching experiences he had on the run with Huck Finn and everything, like the beatings, being captured, the way he was treated and spoken to. It was really, really unfair. I would give it 4.5 martinis and I would knock off the half just because of the pain. You felt while reading it. And I know he did that on purpose because those are important truths we need to know about, as people, human beings existing on this earth. These are things that we need to know about. And you get so wrapped up in James's story with Huck and you really feel for him, and that's how how beautiful the story was, how beautifully written it was, engaging. Percival Everett did an amazing job writing it. So
He absolutely did. I think I would give it 4. I wouldn't give it 4.5 because I like a book that even when you suffer, there's still some kind of joy. And I found that was lacking. I could see it was a dark story, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like I was expecting it, but I just kind of want to have a lot of emotion. And this was just a lot of sad emotion. It wasn't, I didn't get different emotions from it. Mm-hmm. So again, I enjoyed it. I don't know that I'd recommend it, but it was a good read.
I would recommend it if you want something challenging. You want to challenge yourself a little bit, read something that's out of your comfort zone, definitely go for it. I think it's important that we don't always stay in our bubble. And I know as readers, we just want to read the stuff that we love. Like I always do, the sci-fi, romance, fantasy stuff. But you got to challenge yourself sometimes. So
Yeah.
if you feel like you have the bandwidth for it, I say go for it. Pick it up.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Well, that's a wrap up to February. March is a completely different beast. We're going back to a psychological thriller. So our book for March is going to be a fiction thriller, mystery, suspense, and psychological thriller. That's a lot of titles that book
Yes,
has.
that is.
I am really excited about reading it because that's my kind of book.
Mhm.
And I also love the cover. Priya, do you want to talk about the big reveal of our book pick?
Sure. So our book pick is Society of Lies by Lauren Ling Brown. And as Mercy said, it's a thriller. It's also a Reese's book club pick,
Correct.
which is amazing. I feel like we do a lot of our books. But they
He has
always
good
end up,
taste.
and it always ends up being a hit in book club, in the Books and Martinis Book Club. So this book is a dark and haunting debut that explores secret societies, the bonds of sisterhood, and the intricacies of privilege at an elite college. And I'm going to read a little bit of a summary, guys. It starts off with, how far would you go to belong? And that's interesting. So it's placed in college. So I haven't read it yet. So I'm wondering if it has to do with sororities, friendships. Obviously, it said sisterhood. So the main character, Maya, has returned to Princeton for a college reunion. It's been a decade since she graduated, and she is looking forward to seeing old faces and reminiscing about her time there. This visit is special because Maya will also be attending the graduation of her little sister, Naomi. But what should have been a dream weekend becomes Maya's worst nightmare when she receives the news that Naomi is dead. Oh, man. The police are calling it an accident, but Maya suspects that there is more to the story than they are letting on. Dang.
That sounds good. That sounds like good.
I know, that's like, you love this stuff. You
I
love the
love that
crime
stuff.
mystery thriller.
And the cover is just beautiful. I love the cover. It's a black cover with like bright pink windows that look like they're part of you're looking at a building with all these pink windows, and then the Society of Lies is like yellow right there in your face. And I don't know. So I'm excited about it. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you guys enjoy it with us.
Yes,
and we'll see how many martinis we give it.
Yeah. Oh, and just to backtrack a little bit. So James, our book club group, gave it James a 4-star rating. It was overall a 4-star rating.
Book club.
Yes. So there was a couple of mixed reviews in it, but everybody loved it overall. Now this one I'm sure is going to get a lot of good ratings because of the thriller aspect. And our group loves thrillers. That seems to be our thing. But guys, if you want to join our book club, the Books and Martinis Book Club, we meet once a month on Zoom at 7 p.m. Eastern, last Tuesday of the month. So definitely ping us, DM us on Instagram, reach out to us, let us know if you want to join. We have people coming on every month. They want to check us out, and they stay, and they're like, oh my God, these ladies are crazy.
Yeah.
But they love us. They love us.
And we've been doing it for 5 years now. So
yes,
it's fun.
Happy anniversary to us. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
All
right, guys. Well, we hope that you love the books that we pick. And if you have any suggestions, please feel free to let us know.
Yep. And thank you for following along. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all that great stuff. And cheers to March.
Cheers. Till the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.